having already covered the whole open world coming soon aspect to it, and the still don't understand that living tower thing. Does that mean all Orokin towers are living? Did raise more questions than it kind of covered. And then there was the whole Umbra reveal being the, as they said, next big quest. I felt a bit bad for not covering the rest of the stuff, so thought we'd do more of a, I don't want to say comprehensive, but cover the stuff that I missed. I covered the ghouls, the expired, and the sawmen. They did look pretty nice, but there was other stuff. There was other weapons. There was this, which is the Warframe bundle. Looks like, I cannot remember the name of that rifle. I'm pretty sure that I've seen that before. Could this finally be the question to what is this inside of the Warframe? Because there's a weapon there that we don't really have. Then of course there was the Tenno ship, which again, there's not really much known about it. It's just concept art, but that as a landing craft, that would be extremely overcomplicated because of the tail part of it, the front part of it. I mean, they could have it shooting down from space. Either way, that looks pretty nice. Could have been an orbiter. It was probably explained, but I didn't really see the art show side of it because I wasn't there, so all we got really was a picture. And then they went on to the Corpus Bundle. Is that the shotgun thing that they've been promising us for a couple months now? There's also a pistol that looks like it goes along with it, and I swear some of this artwork looks better than the weapons do once they actually make it into the game. But the fact it had something like 5 barrels to it, I'm looking weirdly forward to something that I've basically only seen artwork of. Then there was this weird Vandal Tint. It's a new skin selection, and I've seen colours like this before, but the shininess of that silver on it made it look really nice. But the weird thing to this Vandal Tint set is these are obviously Vandal weapons. That's the Lato Vandal, which currently isn't available anywhere because you had to play in the closed beta to get it. And then, just to kind of troll me, there's the Bratton Vandal. I swear one day I will get my hands on that and it will look, I know it's not going to be a good weapon, that goes without saying, but still, I just want it for the sake of having it. Then there was the Wraith Tint, and there are obviously way more Wraith weapons than there are Vandals, because there was something like 8 Vandals. And then there's this. There is 10 Wraith weapons. That is insane. I didn't realise there was that many more Wraiths than there was Vandals, especially with... Actually, now I think about it, the Supra Vandal was actually a event weapon or two ago, so might be time for another one. There was concept art for a sentient outpost that looked extremely complicated. Making that could take a long time. There's just way too much detail to that. Then there was the new weapon bundle that comes with the aforementioned glass frame that looks... That glass hammer, assuming that's what the parts of it are supposed to be, and it looks like there are armor pieces. Maybe that's armor pieces. Nope, that actually looks like a throwing secondary, kind of like the kunai or the haiku or the despair. A glass style sandana, which would make the other one a primary, a glass based primary. But the hammer, I use the heliocore a lot. I use the heavy hammer style weapons, so when I saw that I thought, ooh, that could be really interesting. There was the armor pieces for the prime, because obviously there was Hydroid Prime was announced, the Nami Skyla was announced, the prime version of it, the Ballistica Prime was announced, and they also showed the accessory pack that's going to come with it. The Prime Armor set actually looked kind of interesting because it showed the chest plate, one of the legs, one of the arms, but then showed Excalibur with it sitting on there, and they also showed the Sugatra that's going to come with it. And the Sugatra was pretty small and subtle. The armor, kind of the same thing with a lot of weirdly etched in detail, and that did get me intrigued as to what this all basically is going to be. There was also that Kusarigama? Rigama? I still don't know how that's pronounced. There hasn't been a new weapon like that in quite a while. Like, and way too long. There needs to be more whip style weapons. And then there was what they referred to as mystery melees. That looked like a combination of 4 different combinations, from being able to build your own melee weapons at that new, still don't know what to call that thing, the open world village, the outpost. Because you can go there and build your own melee weapons, or own combination. You can have different blades, heads, handles. It looked like bases. You can make basically fishing weapons, spears out of them. Really looking forward to seeing how well that is actually done, because if it's not done right, it could be really, really bad. But I mean, no matter how you put this, the obvious steal from everything at Tennocon had to go to Umbra. The fact that they said they weren't working on Umbra, and that said the little reveal trailer thing had nothing to do with Hydroid Prime or Umbra. Technically it didn't, but technically both of them were revealed at Tennocon anyway. I'm really interested to see what they do with Balas. They showed artwork of it, and is Balas going to become a character you are going to go up against, or is Balas going to have a statue or be mentioned heavily? Is there going to be a cutscene that mentions Balas? Because Balas is one of those lore-heavy characters from the second Dream that was... I can't really remember offhand if they were against or for the survival of the what later became called the Operators. We'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.